Hey, what took you so long, Pipsqueak? Are you ready to go have some fun or what? Samson, you need to stop being the first thing I see in the morning. It's October 21st, 2025 at 8:41 a.m. in Slutty Scratch right now. Ready to get rolling? Sure, buddy. Hey, who are you? I'm just joshing you, Winter. Seriously, I know who you are. All right, I'm going to get things ready for you, so hold tight. I'm getting Scratch ready for you. Do not turn the power off or remove the memory card.
Thanks for waiting. Go have a blast in Scratch.
Good morning, Winternet, and welcome back to Animal Crossing. In the last episode, we went over Nook codes and everything, and also paid off our home loan. And today, it's raining. Sounds like a good time to have an umbrella, but Tom Nook's store isn't open yet, so it's gonna have to wait. I mean, well, I could, use this. There. Now we have an umbrella. You can press the A button at any time to just spin your umbrella, which is a very real thing that I do with umbrellas when I have them in real life, so very realistic. Ooh, whoa! Getting a really good return on investment in those letters I sent yesterday, apparently. Let's start with this. From the HRA. Your current layout earns 2,104 points. To be blunt, your house is too small. You don't have the space for a pleasant layout. I agree. The museum. The fossil you sent is the skull of a flying pterodon, an aviator of the Cretaceous period. We return your fine specimen and await any future submissions. Another one from the museum. The other one is a trilobite. Okay, we're getting one of the ones that isn't like a multi-part fossil pretty early. And, God, I found a lot of fossils yesterday. The fossil you submitted is an extremely rare Stegosaurus tail. Take a gander at those spikes. Okay. Okay, so I guess it wasn't actually a pretty good return on investment in the letters I sent yesterday, but apparently I found a rare one, so hey. Sounds good to me. And once you know what fossils are, you can see their icon has changed. And these are now donatable to the museum, so I'll go do that now just because that will get in the way of other things in the routine if I have that in my inventory. Alfonso, buddy. Hey. Fine. Talk to you later, man. Alfonso's just mean, man. He hasn't been nice to me at all. He hates me. You can even hear the rain outside when you're in the museum. I really love the sound design in this game. It's very good. What time is it? I'm so very sleepy. Oh dear me, 1,000 pardons. So terribly sorry. I'm afraid I'm a bit of a night, owl. Yes. Yes, well, by the by, might there be something with which I can assist you? I'd like to donate something. Woo! I say, splendid! What no doubt priceless item might you have for us today? Well, first, I have a trilobite. Well, what do we have? Who? A trilobite, if I'm not terribly mistaken. Yes, very nice indeed. This is quite a beautiful specimen as well. Quite! You're to be congratulated. Well then, where to begin? Trilobites... Ah, yes. Trilobites were hard-shelled segmented arthropods which populated the Paleozoic seas long before dinosaurs existed. There were over 15,000 species of known trilobites and more are discovered each year, what? This makes them the single most diverse group of extinct organisms ever. Amazing! Truly remarkable, I know. They are, however, extinct. No living descendants whatsoever. The constant perils of nature are quite formidable indeed. Oh my! So sorry, old bean. Allow me to beg your pardon. I've been running off at the beak again. I tend to do that. You have our deepest, most profound gratitude. Might there be anything else you wish to donate? Oh yeah. Ooh, I say, splendid! What no doubt priceless item might you have for us today? Terratail. Or skull, not tail. Ooh, I say, a terra skull! The day the remaining pieces of our prehistoric puzzle are found will be a joyous one indeed. Good luck to you. You have our deepest, most profound gratitude. Might there be anything else you wish to donate?
So yeah, as you can see with the trilobite, whenever you finish a fossil, he will give you, like, all the story about what it is.
Woo! I say, a stegotail! The day the remaining pieces of our prehistoric puzzle are found will be a joyous one indeed. Good luck to you.
Alright. Nothing else I can donate right now, but still. It's our first 3 things donated to the museum. I'm gonna make a habit of donating fossils. We can sell them if we get duplicates, but otherwise I'm going to be sending them to the museum. You can get a lot of money for things like the stegotail, which, as they said in that letter, is pretty rare. But, I don't know, I want to at least try to complete the museum. So, yeah. Trilobite, donated by Winter. And there's our, Terra skull. It's kind of scary. Yeah. Also, obviously, Blathers will be awake and more energetic if you're playing at night. Alright, time to get on with the routine.
DK Junior Math? I was not expecting to get an NES game this early. I was not ready to talk about this. And I'm still not. Okay. Cool. That's some insane luck this early in the game.
As I was going to save at the end of the episode, I realized that the treasure hunt is going on today. Treasure hunts can happen randomly. Villagers will post about them on the notice board, and you can go look for them. I just found DK Junior Math by complete random chance without even knowing there was a treasure hunt going on, so cool. Pee-wee, you're up early.
Is that Winter? You look absolutely awful this morning, little dude. Well, it's no wonder with this rain. Yeah, so, what do you want, little dude?
I'm bored.
Hey, Winter. Do you always have to run when you go somewhere?
Yeah.
I thought so. You're always zooming around whenever I see you. But I should warn you, when you're trying to catch a fish or an insect, you gotta move quietly or else you'll scare it away before you can nab it, little dude.
I like Pee-wee. Pee-wee, like, comes across like he isn't actually a very mean guy. He just, like, has the mean personality, and he feels like he has to stick to it, so sometimes he'll say something like, "You look terrible today," but he doesn't really mean it, and then he goes on to give you some nice advice. He's a great guy.
Deep sea paper.
Okay, I'm getting back the paper I lost yesterday, I guess. Great. Any goings-on?
You ask about goings-on. Strange that you should ask. I've recently acquired a flyer for Crazy Red's Furniture Emporium. Unfortunately, I will not be off duty on October 24th. I'm disappointed, but when duty calls, copper answers.
What day is the 24th? Friday. Okay. Cool.
We police officers must take tremendous sacrifices for the good of the animals. And the good of the people.
Okay, that's good to know. Crazy Red's gonna be in town on Friday. I will try to keep that in mind, and I'm gonna be asking Copper every day about any goings-on, so he should continue to remind me, so I won't forget. Okay, I did not mean to dig that many. You only need 2 holes dug when you're going for the money rock, so 3 is a little overkill. You're not gonna get bounced around that much by a rock. I don't like how droopy that's looking. I think I might have planted that shovel too close to the river. I'm gonna keep it because I don't know for sure, but if it's still like that tomorrow, probably, then, well. Uh-oh. Airmail paper in the dump, and a number 2 shirt. That doesn't sound very appealing from the outset. It's not that bad. It reeks a little too much of sports fan, though. I think I'm gonna stick with the straw shirt. Hello, Pom Pom.
Rain and winter. That is one wacky combo if you ask me. It's like juice and mints, rah-rah. Hey, do you want something or what, rah-rah?
Let me help.
I do have something.
No, I'm lying. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm sorry about lying too, rah-rah. Sorry. That's okay. I didn't mean to ask you for work. Yeah. Maybe gloomy out, but you're still a little ray of sunshine. So what's going on, rah-rah? Entertain me. So guess what? A friend of mine gave me a dress the other day, but it doesn't fit me at all. So I haven't worn it even once, and it's just been sitting in my closet. I thought maybe you'd want to buy it from me for 1,250 bells. It's a yellow bolero. What do you think, rah-rah? Let me see what this thing actually goes for. Ooh, I actually really like this. So its buy price is 430 bells from Tom Nook, which is kind of whatever. I'll buy it at 3 times markup, sure. Just for you, Pom Pom.
It might have been cheaper at the store, but that's just too bad for you.
Well, it would have been. I looked it up specifically to know that, but I think it's cute, so it's fine. Look at that. That's a cute little thing. I love that. Okay. Found the money rock. There we go. Got all 7 bags again. My pockets are full. So I'm gonna have to do this the long and annoying way. Mailing off this fossil I found. I'm sure I'll find more today, but just convenient to get this one out of my inventory for now. Also writing a letter to Vesta because I want to send her the straw shirt. May as well get it out of my inventory as well. Vesta!
Why, it's winter. Where are you off to on such a lousy day? On days like today, it's best just to stay home and take it easy, Boffo. So, you must have had some reason for coming to see me, right, Boffo?
Let's talk.
Witcher, do you know anything about feng shui, Boffo? The art of harmonizing rooms?
Any tips?
Oh, you don't know, huh, Boffo? Well then, I'll just have to teach you, won't I? It's actually very simple. For instance... Hey, not many people know this, but if you place something red in the eastern side of your house, it'll be easier for you to get your hands on some rare items, Boffo. You still have to look for them, of course. It's not like stuff will just fall out of the sky and into your lap. That's why it's still important for you to go out and run errands for people, Boffo.
True. We do gotta do that more. Okay, bye. I should stop, like, just walking away as soon as they walk into their house. I can follow them. But, yeah, we're gonna talk in detail about feng shui another time because there is more to it than that. And, sometimes you'll place what you think is a red item in the eastern side of your house, and it will not be considered a red item, so... yeah. Truffles!
Rain and winter. That is one wacky combo, if you ask me. It's like juice and mint, Snouty. So what's going on, Snouty?
Can I help you?
An errand? You know, I was just thinking of something.
Nope, sorry, I guess I can't remember what it was. God, all of my villagers love doing shit themselves.
Hey, do you want something or what, Snouty?
Entertain me.
You like games, right, Snouty?
Reasonably.
Yeah? I like games too, Snouty. But this one time, I snuck into Vesta's house so I could play some NES games and he got caught.
Yeah, I've heard this before. Last time I think it was somebody else's house, though. It is your thing. That is your style. And you know what? She just loves breaking into people's houses. I'm about to put DK Jr. Math in my house. She's probably going to break into mine next. Pee-wee, buddy. Are you alright? You just fell asleep on the beach. That's kind of cute. I love that. Good for him. Buddy, you're outside again.
Morning. I was completely crashed out. I kept hearing this noise and I couldn't stay asleep. It was this rain. Incredibly lame. Is there so much to ask that at least be clear for the morning? It's a me. What's up? It's a me.
Give me a job. Oh no, I totally forgot. Now this is a problem. I have a guest coming to visit real soon. I'm short exactly one fish, the big welcome dinner. Alfonso, he's like, I have this guest at the end of the week. I really need this fish. I just need this one thing. What's new?
Hey, Winter, have you ever heard of Crazy Red's Furniture Emporium? I bought something from him the other day, it's a me. He told me that everything he sells in the shop is totally rare, so I went and bought some furniture, but it was just some plain old boring hunk of junk. I had the exact same thing in my room already. What a ripoff. From now on, I'm sticking to good old reliable Tom Nook. It's still junk, but it's cheap junk.
Oh, he's in a bad mood now. When you talk to a villager when they're in a bad mood.
I envy you. You always look so happy, it's a me. You'll never understand what I'm going through.
Yeah. You can just keep talking to them and eventually they'll shake off their bad mood, but Alfonso, buddy, this is karma. Ooh, these trees are getting reasonably sized now. One sec. Once a tree gets to be this big, you can start shaking it, so yeah. That's nice.
Welcome, do come in. My store is all the more happy for your presence. So, how do you like the new house? You've inspected it, haven't you? Not that it needs inspection.
I actually haven't yet. No.
It must be nice having such spacious living quarters, a real step up from your former lodgings. Now then, we come to the thorny issue of the bill. Remodeling isn't exactly cheap, as you know. Oh, and we had that dry rot issue, and there was that mammal strike. It comes to a total of 148,000 bells. A little pricey, I know, but that's the market. Oh, but don't worry about paying me immediately. You can continue to pay it off through the post office like before. It's no problem. Debt builds character, You can take your time paying it off, too. I won't go breathing down your neck or anything. I look forward to doing business with you again soon, yes? I do hope so.
I am noticing Tom Nook has a net now. I would love a net.
Yes, very good. 500 bells, thanks much. To use that fine net, just grab it on your item screen and put it right into your own hand. Simple, yes? Then here's what you do. Find yourself a bug, take aim, and press the A button. Then you'll swing the net. You can also creep around with your net cocked and ready by holding down the A button. That way you can sneak up on those bugs and catch them unawares. And an unaware bug is the best kind. I'll buy any bugs you catch, so bring them on by. You know where to find me.
The museum needs them more than you, Tom. So we are in debt again. So that's just great. I can't carry any more items. Okay, I have to, like, figure this out now. Got mail again. Okay, I gotta throw away some of these letters. Anything from the museum, I'm fine throwing away. Alright, threw away a bunch of letters. I have a lot of space now. From Vesta.
You call that a letter? I have absolutely no idea what you were trying to say. I like getting mail as much as the next girl, but not if I can't understand it. Goodbye.
Vesta. I sent you free stuff.
Is this your idea of fun? Sending letters to me you know I won't understand? Well, I'll have you know that I think you're terribly mean. Mean, mean, mean. Au revoir.
Freya. And Red.
Crazy Red's coming! Crazy Red here! I'm just writing to let you know that I'm crazy! Oh, and I'll be in your neighborhood on October 24th at 6 p.m. Get ready for insane deals. If you miss it, you miss out.
Okay. So, I've mentioned before that the way letters work is complicated, and I plan to go over it in detail. I shouldn't have thrown away the one from Red, but whatever. I plan to go over it in detail a different time. But, yeah, just know you are likely to get some responses like that. Okay. Our house has been remodeled. We have a lot more space now. Instead of being a 4x4 room, it's now a 6x6 room. So, we got some remodeling to do. Drop the space station back down in the corner since I actually have some room to get around it now. And we have an open space here, so I'll drop DK Junior Math. Whenever you get an NES game, you can interact with it. Would you like to play DK Junior Math? Not at the moment, but we'll be showing NES games later because this is cool. It's literally just the full version of DK Junior Math, and any NES game you find is just a full like ROM of the game that you can play within Animal Crossing. It's really neat. Yeah. Also, we got this mushroom mural yesterday, which looks like the background in Super Mario Brothers, at least in the like overworld levels. And I don't think we're gonna be putting the stone wall back up. I actually like how this looks with the lawn, with the lawn flooring. So yeah, we're gonna be keeping this, I think. Also worth noting, if you want to just use your letters as extra inventory space, you can. You can easily take presents off of letters, so yeah, you can just write a letter and then put an item that you want to store in it, and that is definitely a way to, like, just have extra inventory space. So that is something you can do. It just fills up your mail inventory, which is why I'm hesitant. Balloons also act as furniture items when you aren't equipping them, so yeah. We have a yellow balloon in our house, and I think I'm probably going to keep it here. I'm also just dropping our candy all over the floor for now because we don't have any proper storage stuff. Alright. We got some more space now. Feels nice. Also got that nice sky blue roof. Cool. Samson.
Hey, what's up? Morning. You're all about rising early, aren't you, Pipsqueak? Doesn't matter to you that it's pouring, Pipsqueak? Tell me, Winter, what's new, Pipsqueak?
I need work.
Something for you to do, huh? Something to do. See this watch? Well, how about if you take it over to Vesta for me, Pipsqueak? It looks like it got left behind the last time we had ourselves a little rap session on my pad. You probably won't get much for your trouble, but what the hey? A good deed's its own reward, right?
Okay.
All right, that's it. That's the errand. Don't let me down, Pipsqueak.
All right, let's go return this to Vesta. I know every time I see Samson, I like make a sound like, oh, this guy. I don't want to have to do the voice, but I'm actually really enjoying doing the voice. It's not very often I get to do a fucking Mickey Mouse impression, so I don't know. It's fun. Hey, Vesta.
Well, hello again, Bafo. So tell me, Winter, what did you want, Bafo?
Delivery. This watch.
Yippee! Oh, I'm so happy you brought me my watch, didn't you, Bafo? I remember that I left it at Samson's place, and I was just on my way over to get it. I've got a special reward for you. Furniture, Bafo.
What is it?
Thanks to you, that took me no time at all. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your help, Bafo.
Exotic chest. Just when I was complaining about not having a storage item, I'm pretty sure that is a storage item, so that's nice. Thanks, Vesta. See, she knows how to give you gifts perfectly because she's always listening. So she knows exactly what you're looking for. Bought Tom Nook out of all his candy, however, I also want to buy these yellow tulip bags. Or at least the one that's here. I need to get on top of, like, planting flowers everywhere, and this is the way to do it, is buying flowers from Tom Nook, so yeah. You can also see a backyard lawn. Is that literally the one I already have? Yes, it is. Lovely wall. I already know for a fact that this is ugly. Yep. That looks like my grandma's house. Except it doesn't at all. My grandma would never. That's pretty ugly, Tom. I don't know about that one. I was just saying earlier we don't have an umbrella. Let's get this gingham parasol. Yeah. Got a raffle ticket. That's nice. And the next raffle is on Halloween. Can probably get enough raffle tickets to do at least one draw by then. It does suck a little bit that we bought the net on literally the one day where a bug just isn't gonna show up. Like, there are some bugs that'll come out in the rain, but, clearly not very commonly. And even if it was common, it also depends on the season and your town's field ranking, which has to do with what the fountain says is going on with your town. I don't know. It doesn't seem super likely I'm gonna find any bugs today. Ooh! I just shook this tree and I got some bells out of it. 100 bells. Better than no bells. Placing down the exotic chest that we got. Oh. It's not a storage item. It's a table. Of course. That totally looks like a storage item. Come on. You can open that and put stuff in it. You know what? I've been trying to think, like, what would be a good central topic for a rainy day like this where there's not much that I can really do outside and all that. Let's talk about writing letters. Why not? We've done a lot of that today already, and I still have 5 of these left, so may as well burn through some of this paper. Letters in this game are stupid as hell. When you write a letter, villagers will sometimes respond in a way that feels pretty fitting. For example, if you just key smash on a letter and send it away, they'll ask you what the fuck your problem is in the letter they send in response. If you structure a letter like a normal person with proper grammar and everything, you'll receive a response that should at least make some modicum of sense. Except for the ones I got today. I don't know why they were so pissed, because I, definitely used proper grammar. Although, I know with the one I sent to Freya, I said something about trans rights and trans wrong, so maybe Freya just has a problem with that. Although I doubt it, because look at her. But yeah, modicum's a funny word. I should use that more often. Sometimes these letters even include gifts. There are 7 checks that occur when you send a letter, and these add or subtract points that you can't see, but are very there. First, the game checks for punctuation and capitalization. Basically, after every punctuation mark, the game checks for a capital letter within the next 3 spaces. For every successful check, the game awards you 10 points. For every failed check, it subtracts 10 points. It also checks the end of a letter to make sure it ends with a punctuation mark, specifically a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Ending with punctuation adds 20 points to your score. Next, the game checks the beginning of every word for common English trigrams. A trigram is basically just a string of 3 letters that are common in words. Basically, the game wants to make sure that you're writing real words, but it's not realistic to have a table of every single word in the English language, so they just go by trigrams. At the end of the letter, the total number of trigrams is multiplied by 3 and added to your total score. The next check just looks for the first non-space character in the letter and awards you 20 points if it's capitalized. If it isn't, it subtracts 10 points. The next check is for repeated characters. If any letter in the alphabet is repeated more than 3 times in a row, you instantly lose 50 points. Next, the game checks for the ratio of spaces to non-spaces. The calculation for this is the total number of spaces in your letter, times 100, divided by the number of non-spaces. If the result is less than 20, you lose 20 points, otherwise the game adds 20 points. If the letter is made up of only spaces, you just lose the 20 points anyway. You can't trick the game into dividing by 0. The game next checks for run-on sentences. If a letter is 75 characters long, it looks for a punctuation mark. If there isn't one within those 75 characters, the game subtracts 150 points. That's a lot of points. The last check groups your letter into 32 character chunks to make sure there's at least 1 space per group. So in the words of Hunter R., who explained this in a way I understand in his video about letters, don't plan on talking to your villagers about pneumono ultra microscopic silico volcano. I can get through this word in one try. I can. Well, not one try because I already failed the first, but don't plan on talking to your villagers about pneumono ultra microscopic silico volcano coniosis. Now just pretend I said that faster. you'll lose 20 points if you do. If at the end of this process, your letter has 100 or more points, you'll get a nice reply. If you got 50 or less, you get a bad or confused reply. Sending a good letter also increases your friendship with a villager by 3, while sending a bad one decreases it by 1. Attaching a present to your letter, no matter what, gives you an additional 3 friendship points, so a bad letter can still be a net positive. So, do you want to know what the best possible letter in the game looks like? This is about the best letter in the game. We're gonna send that, and I'm telling you, Freya is gonna love it. Basically, trying to score off of trigrams is a waste of time. Just spam a capital letter, then a period, over and over again. Even without the spaces, you'll still end up with over 100 points easily. There is a lot more to this that I'm not really qualified to explain. I've taught you how to min-max this. Now go off and wow all your villagers with I. Thank you to James Chambers and Kyler for very much cracking the code on how these work, and Hunter R for making his video about it that explained it in a way I can understand with my tiny little brain. Hunter R makes a lot of excellent videos about the Animal Crossing series, and his video about letters goes into more detail about how stupid the system is than I possibly could here. Please give his videos a look if you're interested in Animal Crossing at all. I promise it's a great time. Alright, well, it's a pretty rainy day. I think I've done basically everything in my morning routine. I've talked to basically everybody. Can't actually think off the top of my head of anybody I didn't speak to at all today, except maybe Freya, but she sent me a letter that I didn't like, so she can deal with it. So yeah, I think that's gonna be all for today, honestly. We also have a bigger house. Like, just look at the amount of stuff we have in here now compared to how it was before, at least. Also, I do want to put DK Junior Math in a spot where we can actually touch it. And then the gyroid can go back here. I just want to make sure I can actually interact with my Nintendo Entertainment System. Anyway, yeah. We have a bigger house. We know Crazy Red is coming this week, which is exciting, and yeah. I think that's good for today. I didn't mean to throw that on the floor. I meant to throw this candy on the floor. We also got a net, so we're ready to catch some bugs in the future. Oh, I didn't actually send that letter. One sec. All right. I think that's going to be all for today. Rainy today, but DK Junior Math is cool. Tomorrow on Animal Crossing. We'll see what we do. You never know with me. I don't even know. See you tomorrow.